At this stage of the podcast, we know our listeners have come to expect a high level of performance and organization from us. But not every episode can strictly adhere to a structured outline or topic, and that's just reality, so get over it. In this greasy little bagel bite, we're bringing you a scrumptious smorg, stuffed to the brim with email trauma, listener comments, hot dishwasher tips, chicken sweaters, and more. We may not teach you much this episode, but we will certainly enable your ADHD habits and encourage you to just keep doing what you're doing, even if what you're doing results in a bathtub full of mail. And isn't that all you've ever really wanted to hear?
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather. Ah! Caw-caw!
Boop-boop-a-doop. Damn it!
Sorry. I don't know why that...
It's Price is Right.
No, I know. I don't know why that came into my head.
Oh, because we did an episode where we began with that.
Yeah, like months and months and months ago.
Like many months ago.
I don't know why.
Many moons ago.
Yes, many moons. I don't know why just now it came into my head.
I couldn't tell you.
Also, I have had... Welcome to Weirds of a Feather, by the way.
This is an ADHD-Adjacent podcast.
Yep. I'm your host, Grace.
I'm your host, Kristen. I didn't know we were recording for reals.
We are.
Okay.
So let's just dive on into it because we're already recording.
Okay.
I have had the most infuriating fucking song stuck in my head.
Which one?
It's from the Grease soundtrack.
Oh,
I'm going through a real Grease soundtrack phase.
Why?
I don't know. I think
That's
all
so
the
random.
Well, I think because we were listening to a lot of Elvis, and now we're kind of just listening to a lot of like 50s. Like we'll just do like Elvis radio.
Sure.
So it's a lot of 50s and 60s music. And that kind of got me in the mood for Grease. And then I started listening to the Grease soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember this song? It's not like one of the big ones. It's not like one of the musical sing-along ones. It's just like another song on the album.
Dropout.
Beauty School Dropout. No, not that one.
Oh,
that was stuck in my head. It's fuck, I just had it. Oh God. All right,
Grease Lightning.
No, now that you're saying it, I can't think of it.
Sorry.
That's okay. But it's been stuck in my head for the last 2.5 weeks on repeat. Ian hates it because he doesn't have good associations with Grease to begin with. And then
Summer Nights.
No,
You're the one I want.
No, it's later on. It's Tears on My Pillow. I think that's the one it is. All right.
What? I'm getting the YouTube up.
Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart.
Who sings that?
Caused by you.
Rizzo?
I think it's just like, no, it's not one of the songs that the main people sing. It's not part of the musical. It's just like on the soundtrack. And I made the mistake of listening to it. And I think it's the up and down of the voices in the song. I really, really enjoy singing. And so it's like, I think I'm vocally stimming, singing this one part over and over and over. And I can't stop, and it's driving me mad. And it's driving Ian mad as well. And
Oh, shit. It's an ad. And I'm pulling it up because I don't remember the song.
I have it right here on my Spotify. Yep.
When does this happen?
Might be at the dance. It might be at the televised dance.
Oh.
Remember me.
This is a great song.
Well, I remember you.
I don't remember the dance. I don't remember Grease that much. Kind of like you don't remember how Ghost happened. I'm still...
I know. I know everything that happens in Grease, at least. Caused by you. Ooh. It's just like a really fun vocal song.
Remember they had a guy named Craterface? Or what was the guy?
It was just what Kaneki. They'll call him Craterface. Yeah. So after all right, we might have to pay license on that if you keep playing that.
Sorry.
But that one has been stuck, driving me insane. But so I also went on to then watch Grease on Amazon, and I bought it. So if you ever want to watch it again. You should. It's steeped in misogyny, but I knew that.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
knew
all right
that.
with it.
I accepted it. I'm like, it is. I know what it is, and I love the music. I love Rizzo. She's a badass. I feel like she didn't get enough recognition.
I like Rizzo.
The fact that Jan plays like a fat character is insane. Remember her? Brush up for your teeth. It says right here, dessert wine. She's like supposed to be the fat character. She's like always eating, and they're always like making fun of her and poking at her weight.
Oh,
she literally weighs like probably 120 pounds.
She's like
tiny.
in pigtails, right?
Yes, that one.
She's supposed to be fat.
Yes. So like the whole plot, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think
skinny.
I think they probably wrote it for a fat character to like make fun of a fat character, and then didn't even cast a fat person because we don't want to look at a fat person, even though we're trying to make fun of fat people.
I can't. I won't be watching this.
Well, besides that stuff, and besides all the misogyny and how Sandy essentially has to like change herself,
She's
for
a mask.
Danny Zuko to
Basically
love her.
change everything about you.
Yeah.
Change your hair, your face,
You're
the clothes.
fake and a phony. I wish I'd never laid eyes on you. It's such a fun movie. I remember I've seen that movie so many times. Remember when we performed Grease?
In my garage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was my first ever cassette tape that I bought for myself. I ordered it in the mail. I remember. It was probably like 1997.
No, I remember we did a Grease / that's what I call disco performance. And we danced to Funky Town, which is still
I love that song.
Phenomenal
what a
song.
Jam.
I put it on in the OR sometimes, and no one's upset by it. Everybody's
great song.
like, this song, and I'm like, don't even try and hide that this is not a good song.
It's a jam.
It's a jam. I know.
All right.
Okay, well, we've got Bagel Bite. It's Bagel Bite number 12.
Yep, and we know it.
Number 12. We should know it. Did we check?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just going on my old brain calendar, and it's never wrong unless it is.
All right, number 12.
Yep.
Hopefully.
And this is a Grease adjacent Bagel Bite, I guess, because that's how I chose to open the show.
Everything's going to be grease related.
Yeah, we're getting real greasy today. All right, we already did our introduction.
Yep.
Blah, blah,
we talked
blah.
about Grease for a bit.
Yep, that was right on the schedule.
Yep. You want to talk about TikTok for a half second?
Yeah, let's talk about TikTok for a half second. So before we do our little plishes, and then we don't really have like a meat of this Bagel Bite. It's kind of just another schmorg.
Yeah, it's just a smorgasbord.
Yeah, like always. And sometimes not. But, so I wanted to do a little warm-up ADHD tip. Warm-up ADHD tip!
Beep, 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 beep.
Nice.
I guess, do we need a sound? I just punched the microphone. Do we need a sound for everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to confirm.
Yes.
Okay.
We do. And that's one of them. And I can't remember who sent this to me because I was convinced it was you, but you said no.
No. I'm just seeing it for the first time.
But then it was probably Lily because it's just you and Lily who send me TikToks back and forth.
I think I sent you a bunch last night because I was procrastinating.
Classic. So maybe it was Lily, but it was this TikTok from this account called It's Sarah Bio about how she lost her passport 3 weeks before she had to travel.
This is so stressful. I'm already stressed.
And so her solution, which this is so genius, and I can't believe I never thought of anything like this before. She hosted a passport pizza party. So they like taped $50 to the wall, and whoever found the passport would win $50.
That's so funny.
So
Did they find it?
Yes, someone found it, like packed away in some box.
So funny.
And so they just ordered a bunch of pizza for everyone who came there. Yeah, and then it's like one big scavenger hunt.
I keep threatening to do that.
Isn't that cool?
Like a pizza party when we're gonna have to sand and paint our deck this summer. I know. We still have a couple boards that need to be replaced. But I'm like, what if I just bought a bunch of beer and pizza and had a sand and paint party?
You could if you can find some suckers.
Yeah, I was hoping you and Ian would be those suckers.
No, searching for a missing passport is fun and exciting, and it's like a game. Sanding is just sanding.
Well, I'll make a game out of it somehow.
Up the ante on that one a little bit.
I'll make a game out of it somehow.
All right, turn it into a game, and then I'm there. Maybe.
I'll get back to you.
Okay.
But that's a great idea.
I thought that was a really fun tip.
That's so funny.
If you like cannot find something, but you know it's in your house.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's such a fun game. You get free pizza. You get to search for things. You know,
and it's like super important.
Yeah, super important. So you're helping out a friend, and you could win $50, and that's fun too.
Yeah, there you go.
So I just wanted to share that little ADHD tip because I thought that was funny.
That's really funny. Holy shit.
I know. All right, let's mosey on into our little plishes.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't done a little plish in a while.
I know. Have we just forgotten to do them in previous Bagel Bites? No, I feel like we've been doing them.
Have we?
I don't know.
We'll have
maybe.
to go back. But
get back to us. Have we been doing them? Let us know. All right.
Little pushes are little accomplishments, but for Bagel Bites.
Yes. And
bite-sized accomplishments.
Should we do our little song?
Yeah.
Little plishes. No one has told us what that's from.
No. Christopher has confirmed it is definitely from Parks and Rec.
No, I don't think it is. I know it's from a commercial. It's from some kind of commercial from a long time ago. I know it's not from Parks and Rec.
Okay. Well, all right. Then the mystery is still unsolved.
The mystery continues.
We're going to be on Unsolved Mysteries one day.
And this is the most important one they have.
Yeah.
All right, Kristen, I just talked a bunch. Why don't you tell me your little plish for the week?
Yeah, just a little plish.
A little
plish? Plish.
That's a great pee-pop.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your ears.
Thank you.
I loaded and ran the dishwasher before I drove down here today.
Woo!
Because I saw all the dishes and I was like, man, there are some dishes in there that should probably go in the dishwasher, which is sitting empty.
I love an empty dishwasher.
Yeah, it was empty. It was just like begging to be filled.
Thirsting for it.
Yeah. So I've never loaded it because I was running late per usual. But what is time?
What is time?
And then I was like, no, I'm going to bust this out. And I did.
Nice. Congratulations.
And I remembered to turn it on because that's my biggest issue is that I always forget. I load it up and then I forget to turn it on. Also, do you use the little packs or do you use the squeezy?
I use a squeezy.
The squeezy goo? We use the little packs. And I saw on TikTok that you're not supposed to put them in the little soap dispenser. You just put them in the silverware basket because that will eventually, the little door on the soap dispenser will break.
That's a good dishwashing tip.
Yep. Anyway.
All right.
Little plishes.
Little plishes.
Grace, what's your little plish?
All right. So this sounds like a big plish at the start.
It most certainly does.
I mean, it definitely is a big plish, but the thing that I'm excited about, I would say, is a little plish. So for the last 3 months, I don't know why I haven't talked about it on the podcast. I'm weird. I'm like, I don't know what to share on here.
You're a private person.
Sometimes.
No, you're not.
In some aspects I am, and many others
I'm
really not. I don't know if I'm private at all. I'll say pretty much anything.
I know I'm not. If there's a thought in my head, everybody's going to know about it.
Yes. I guess it's more like with professional stuff and like stuff I'm doing for work. I'm just always like, I don't know how much I talk about this or how much I share about, my role in this or whatever. I don't know. I'm weird about that stuff. But for the last 3 months, I have been doing a stand-in position for my friend.
Stand-in. Sorry. That was so unnecessary.
For my friend Kylie Lowe from the podcast Dark Down East / just from being my friend. / we all went to college together. Remember that?
We did go to college together.
But she is the producer for another podcast, and she had a precious little baby, Clara, who is just like a little angel.
Oh, her name's Clara.
What's up, Clara? Yeah,
that's so cute.
She's a little tiny baby. Thanks for listening, Clara. But or they're saying, so Kylie's been out on maternity leave for the last 3 months, and so she tasked me with the impossible job of trying to like fill her shoes for the last 3 months for this other podcast. So it's been a lot of work. That's part of why we've been so frazzled here at WOF and kind of just scrambling for the last 3 months.
I think
I've been so busy.
You've been busy. I've just been showing up.
Well, I felt very busy. I felt like I haven't been able to
working your ass off. And
yes. So
round of applause.
Thank you. I'll enter one here for myself.
Okay. Go Grace.
But yeah, so I've been kind of like producing, I guess, 3 podcasts, including ours, for the last 3 months. I'm still doing Tracy's as well.
Is this? Do you get the title executive producer now?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, not anymore. So I just finished. Well, I guess I am for Tracy's. I don't know the lingo. That's another thing I'm weird and unsure about.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I've been calling myself the interim producer. for this podcast that I've been doing. It's been a ton of executive functioning. Kylie does the job of like 7 people. Isn't that always the way? Yes. And she also loves like the executive functioning aspects of the job, like the organization and scheduling things and emails. Man. I'm like, I don't relate to that.
Those are like people who are like, don't you love a nice Excel spreadsheet?
Yeah, she loves an Excel spreadsheet. She created this whole incredible system. I mean, it's been very, very helpful. She is Leslie Knope. You know, she just like has created this whole system that was very easy for me to take over. Not easy for me to take over. It was very difficult. It's been a lot of work, but she did a great job of like preparing me, making me all these like Loom videos and these written out instructions of like what to do and what days you have to do what. So that's been very helpful. So I've definitely had a lot of growth in the last 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I've learned a lot of skills and I've worked on a lot of stuff and I'm glad it's over.
Most importantly, it's over.
Yes, but today she is officially back from maternity leave, which sucks for her.
Yeah.
It's great for me.
Sorry, Clara.
Yeah, sorry, Clara. Mom's
say goodbye to your mom.
Even though she is still working from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's still there. Yeah. But so that is a very big accomplishment. But my little push for that whole thing, that whole long spiel, is that I no longer have to check the fucking emails. And I survived 3 months of being in charge of this ginormous email account where emails are coming in all times of the day, all the time. And some of them are very time sensitive and very important because Kylie's in charge of a lot of important things like ads and stuff like that, where it's like, if you don't check this, like the day it comes in, you can throw everything off. You know, if you don't forward this to the right person, you could throw everything off. So it's been incredibly stressful. I fucking hate email so much. I did not realize that would be the worst part of the job.
It always is.
It was. I was just always anxious, but I didn't want to have to check the email account. So I just like put it off and they would build up and then I would make myself more anxious like I tend to do. But I would force myself to check the emails and I didn't let anything huge like slip through the cracks.
Nice.
And I'm officially done and I survived the emails.
Nice.
And I'm so proud of myself. I feel like that is a push.
That is a push. You survived.
Yeah, I survived.
So not only are we going to be on Unsolved Mysteries, we're going to be on I Survived.
I survived 3 months of being in charge of a large email account for a big podcast. It was arduous.
It was horrible.
But I'm here on the other side of it. And that's the thing that I think for Kylie is like, it's just emails. You know, she didn't even really like prep me that much on the emails because I think she just thought that would be like a small part of it.
Kylie.
But for me, every day I was living in anxiety and fear. I've been held hostage by this fucking email account.
I'm so sorry.
The writing is like, it takes me a long time, but like at least it's just like writing. I just have to write. With the email accounts, it's like, there's so many things that could go wrong.
Right. I feel like email, you need like a dedicated person to do the emails.
Yes.
Like,
actually, speaking of that, I think it was, Oh, here it is. Okay. So it was on the poll that Esther made. Esther made a poll in the Facebook group saying how many emails are in your inbox.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And the winning number was over 10,000.
Oh,
which I was in that category.
Were you?
Yep.
Really?
The second up was under 100, and then there was 28% was under 100. And that I feel like just shows that when we talk about like the two sides of the same coin,
right,
where it's like, we're so anxious about emails. Some people, like I know Lily's in that group. Are you in that group? How many emails do you have?
I think I have like 102 or something. I'm on the border.
Just over the line.
Just shy.
But yeah, people like you and Lily are like, I'm so anxious about this thing. I better check it compulsively and like delete things compulsively and make sure I'm always on it so I don't miss something. Whereas I'm like, scary, hate emails. I'm just going to avoid that. So I feel like those either over 100
right, or
under 100 or over 10,000 is hilarious.
Right. Sometimes I get like on a roll and I'm like, delete.
Sometimes.
And then I delete all the important ones too. And I'm like, fuck.
See, that's what I'm worried
into
about.
The trash. But there's the trash. That's why the trash is there.
Yeah.
Trash gets emptied every 30 days. So you have time.
Well, so Esther commented on that poll that she made. Wonderful poll. Which, by the way, guys, whenever you want to make a poll, whenever you're like curious about this thing, feel free to throw a poll in the Facebook group.
Throw a poll in there.
Because we have talked about, put a poll on it. We've talked about doing polls more in the Facebook group, but we don't. And so if you, the listeners, would like to continue doing those are super fun and we really appreciate it. So make as many polls as you want. They're fun and we enjoy them. Pull it up.
Work that poll.
Yeah, we need your help on that one because we're not good at it. But anyways, Esther said, I actually paid one of my students to go through my emails and unsubscribe to everything, which is
that's
genius.
so important.
I need that.
Yes.
She said it was mostly a good thing, except when he unsubscribed from one of the accounts that gets me clients, and I got locked out for 6 months because I couldn't get the 2-factor identification code.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
That sucks. But that is a good idea. I didn't even think about the fact that you could like hire someone to do that.
Yeah,
You
you
could
can
just
hire
pay-
someone for anything.
Hell yeah, you can. So yeah, that's a good little tip. Anyways, how did we get on this subject? My little push.
You don't have to check emails anymore.
And I'm all done.
There you go.
Yep.
Those are our plushes.
I'm free. All right.
All right. We need to make a shout out though this episode
Yes.
to Russ.
Yeah.
Woo woo!
Thank you,
Shout out
Russ.
to Russ. Donated on our coffee account.
Yep,
He bought us a coffee.
He bought us a coffee. He bought us both a coffee. And we really appreciate your support, Russ.
Appreciate it, Russ. If you would also
Want to be like Russ.
if you want to be like Russ, and like who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
The man rollerblades.
He does archery.
He does archery.
He's got a cat.
He's got a cat named Oreo. It's
He's
gorgeous.
clever. Yep.
You too can be like Russ. You can donate on Buy Me a Coffee. It's going to be linked in the show notes below.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll put it in there.
There you go. Look for it there.
Yep. All right. So thank you, Russ. You are the best. Our first donation.
Woo
We
woo.
appreciate you.
I wish we got to like print out the email and hang it in a frame. Like, you know how people
Ooh.
post their first dollar?
Yeah, that's a
We
good
gotta-
idea. Aw, that's so sweet. We should do that.
We should do that. If only we had a printer.
I have a printer.
You have a printer?
Yeah, we
Oh.
could do it. We could make that happen.
I'll get a. Oh, you have many frames.
I have so many frames. We could frame it up
We
right
could-
after this.
All right. It sounds like a date.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, we'll be back soon. See you guys.
Cue the music. No.
All right, the next thing on our smorgasbord list, I want to read a new review on Apple Podcast.
Ooh, I love reviews.
I do too. This one was a fun one.
Yay.
And so if you have not written us a review, do it.
Do
Go
it.
now and do it.
First of all, give us a 5-star review and then
Yes.
write about why you like us.
Yeah, because it's really affirming to hear and we enjoy it. And
It
feeds our
warms
egos.
my heart.
And don't you want us to have bigger egos?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound nice? So Ann Lex said, I'm recently diagnosed as a 26-year-old female.
Yeah.
And I literally cannot stop crying, laughing, listening.
Nice.
So relatable in such a genuine and charming way.
Oh,
Thank you for creating this podcast and building this community that I really needed after my diagnosis.
oh, that's so touching.
I know. Thank you for that review.
First time in my life I've ever been called charming. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it as a win.
Yeah, I'm putting that in my back pocket.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'm not often called
Not
charming.
a charmer.
No,
Not a charmer.
but I guess we are.
Here we are.
Our voices
Look
are
at
at
that.
least. Yeah,
They don't have to look at our faces.
yeah. They
There you
just
go.
have to hear our words.
There we are.
So thank you for that, Ann Lex. And I'm really glad that you have found this community that's given you some support.
Welcome.
While finding your
Welcome to
diagnosis.
the Wolf.
Yeah, welcome to the Weirdo Club. Welcome to the nest.
To the
The flock.
Flock.
Oh,
Oh man, welcome to the flock.
You had it. Also, I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, flock, I feel like kind of has like a cult ties to it. Like a
Good.
cult
No.
mentality, you know?
It does, but I also think like it's necessary for sheep to be in a flock. It's
Yes.
necessary for
Well, I guess we're using it for birds, not sheep, you know? So, and birds have minds of their own.
yeah.
So
They
that's
just
the
like
difference.
to travel together. It's safer that way.
Yeah, flock together.
Flock together.
I agree. All right, on to the next thing. Oh, here's another post from the Facebook group.
Oh,
Lisa said, just here to say that ADHD paralysis, in particular task paralysis, is basically my entire ADHD presentation and why I sought diagnosis.
nice.
Interesting.
Nice.
I still struggle with this on a daily basis, and meds definitely help me here. One thing that I do find helpful is that I find loading the washing machine or dryer is relatively easy for me to do, so I try to make that my first task for a quote-unquote productive day.
Starter task.
Yep, that's
is
a
the
good
term.
Yep, that is a good starter task
Yeah.
if you don't mind doing it and you have like a set amount of time.
Right.
You know, you start it and then you're done for
And
now.
I feel like it doesn't. Yeah, you know, it takes you relatively the same time to load the washer and dryer every single time.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, I agree. It's a predictable task.
Yeah.
And you know that it's not going to be like an uncomfortable sensory experience, you know, unless you got like stanky socks.
Stanky clothes.
Yep. She said, once that is initiated, sometimes the rest of the days flow on easier from there. Sometimes. Other times, that load of washing sits wet in the washing machine for a few days.
Ooh.
I understand that.
I hate that, and I understand that.
Yes. Sometimes you just gotta wash it again, and that happens. It's
you know
okay.
what? I usually I leave my clothes in the dryer until they're ready to be worn. And what I did this weekend is I was like, I'm going to fold them. And I put them in a pile on the rug so I could sit there and fold them. But then I didn't. And then my parents came over and I go, looks like they're going back in the dryer.
Yep,
just load them right up.
Yeah.
And that's where they are now.
Yeah. You got a false start. That's
Yep.
okay. You tried. Give it another shot. Lisa also says, she says, oh, and a bathtub of mail.
Yes.
Yep, this is me. Interesting mail, like from shopping rewards cards, gets opened pretty much straight away. Mail that looks like it's important from the bank, etc. That can wait a few years, right?
Well, that's the
I
bank's
agree,
fault.
Lisa.
Yeah, they should make more interesting looking mail.
Yeah, and that's on you, banks.
Yeah.
Step it up aesthetically.
That's not your fault, Lisa. That is the bank's problem.
Yeah, that is 100% on the banks. Don't you take
All right,
that personally.
banks, listen up.
Make your envelopes fun again.
Yep.
Not that they ever were fun. She said, then when I finally open it, I get that overwhelming anxiety is now inevitably my bills are overdue and my ADHD paralysis kicks in and I still can't pay them. So not opening my mail is easier, right? I agree completely, Lisa. And I think you should just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean,
we've made it this far.
I would say if you're in a position to do so, auto pay everything you can. I pay all my bills online on auto pay. I have no idea what my electric bill was, but you know what? It was paid.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
My only tip for you, Lisa, is I will say to keep in mind that sometimes there's money in that mail. And isn't that a nice treat?
Isn't that nice?
When that happens. Most of the time it's not, but sometimes it is. And that's a possibility you have to keep in mind.
Yep.
I have not opened my mail since I said that on the podcast.
Nice.
Since I was like, I'm going to do this every day. Haven't done it once since. Little accomplishments. All right. And my last Facebook post that I wanted to share on the pod is I wanted for us to welcome our new member to the flock, Brad.
Oh, nice.
Who was shepherded. I guess now I am making it.
No.
Shepherded. Shepherded.
Herded. Guided to the flock.
Heard. Yeah, guided.
Guided.
Forced into our flock.
Guided/forced.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. Time will tell. Into our flock by Esther. So thank you, Esther, for bringing another one to us. But her friend Brad has joined our flock and he's already made some hilarious posts in the Facebook group. So I wanted to say, welcome, Brad. Another fellow weirdo. We got another one. Isn't that great? And thanks for joining us. In. Yep. So Brad made a post in the Facebook group that was cracking me up. He said, do you find yourself struggling to maintain interest in what someone is telling you about their job?
Yes.
Do you get excited about things and share everything you've learned about those things with great zeal to anyone who will unwillingly listen?
Yes, and zeal is a great term.
Yeah, that's a great word.
Yep.
Do you ghost people for days and then send them 15 texts in the span of 7 minutes and 13 seconds? That's me.
That's me.
Yep. I love to
ghost them for days. How about years?
Yep.
And then I just pick up where we left off.
Yeah, just kind of.
And they're like, "I've had a baby," and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, congrats."
Anyway, baby.
Back to my thoughts on this reality show I'm watching. He said, "If these symptoms sound familiar, then you, my friend, may suffer from IDS."
Oh.
What is IDS? You didn't ask. IDS stands for Information Dump Syndrome.
Okay.
Bouts occur frequently when new hobbies occur, when we find out who we are right now, when we are lonely, bored, or the conversation sounds like you are listening to a vacuum cleaner. Treatments include stimulating conversation, exploring one's quirks, and engaging in conversations on Facebook pages that you have thought about for 3 months and swore you already posted on. Listen to your favorite ADHD adjacent podcast if you are looking for immediate help with a particularly virulent. Good job on that one.
Yeah, only because I've seen it before.
Oh, I was like, I don't
know. Work in medicine.
Oh, is that a medical word?
Yeah. Like if something's if a virus is virulent.
A virulent bout of IDS.
Yeah, yes.
I gotcha.
It's like extra strong.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how many times I've seen that spelled. He said, disclaimer, these claims have not been verified by a medical professional, and I may have just made this up.
I feel like we need to make this whole post into a commercial.
A fake commercial? Yeah,
Yes.
I think someone even commented. I think Susan might have commented and said, this needs to be a fake commercial. So maybe I should have saved it for a fake commercial, but maybe I'll do one anyways.
Yep.
Because it'll be funnier with music behind it.
Yeah.
And a deep voice. He finishes it with saying, hi, I'm Brad. Yay, I remembered to introduce myself. Go little accomplishments. Woohoo. I see all you weirdos. Thank you for being yourselves. It helps the rest of us. Heart.
Aw.
So I thought that was really
Thanks,
sweet
Brad.
and funny and well written. And welcome to the flock, Brad. And we're glad to have you.
Welcome.
And thank you, Esther, for bringing someone in. All right. And I think that's where we'll end. I had, of course, another thing there just in case we had time, but of course we don't. And I don't know why I thought we would.
Well, we'll save it for the next one.
I'll save it for the next one.
Yep.
But all right. I think that was well timed.
Yeah.
We're at like a half an hour exactly.
Sweet. Did you want to squawk out?
Yes. So that was the end of our bagel bite. We hope you enjoyed the schmorg and
A smorgashboard.
Yeah, the gashboard.
The schmorg and the gashboard. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed both.
Yes. And now it's done, and you're free to go about your day in peace.
Finally.
You can find us on all the fucking socials at Weirds of a
Instagram.
Feather.
We're in the Facebook group.
You can email us at Weirds of a
us.
Feather. You can find us on podcast platforms and listen to us and leave us reviews.
Yep. You can buy us a coffee.
Yep. Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, buy us a coffee.
All the links are below.
Yes, check the resources. Anyways, that's enough of that. Before we squawk out, I just wanted to give a little shout out to our podcast mascot, Lady Gaga Frizzle Feathers the First.
I love it.
Is the full name.
Also a little ominous how it's the first, but that's okay.
Like, yeah, like she's expecting another.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the lifespan of a chicken.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But
let us know.
That's fair.
But so Tammy, thank you, Tammy, for sharing Lady Gaga in the Facebook group. But this is Tammy's chicken. She's one of our listeners. And you guys got to go check out this chicken because it's ridiculous. Its feathers
I've never seen anything like it.
Unreal. Yeah, it's just like...
It doesn't look real.
Yeah, it looks like a little ball of feathers, especially from above. But Lady Gaga Frizzle Feathers the First now has a chicken sweater, so she's not going to freeze throughout the winter. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to Lady Gaga.
Who made this sweater?
I think it was her neighbor, she might have said in the group, who made this little chicken sweater. Absolutely precious.
Oh my God.
Go check it out. She is our official mascot of the podcast. And thank you, Tammy, for sharing your wonderful gal with us.
Thank you, Tammy.
Yes.
I love and thank you, Lady Gaga Frizzle Feathers.
The first. Yes. Thank you. It's been a great honor for you to represent us.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I guess it's time to...
You caught me off guard.
Yes, gotcha. Got you.
Oh, I keep forgetting to share my turkey secrets.
Oh,
Another day.
damn. Maybe for Christmas?
That wasn't right.
Yeah, what was that?
It's at the end anyway, right?
Yep.